after that Eastern Michigan game? Kind of what's the message to your guys? How they responded in practice since then?
Yeah, the message was, we didn't play well enough, and is there good stuff on film? Absolutely. But it's not about the good stuff. It's the bad stuff that gets you beat. And, trying to eliminate the bad plays, the bad moments. And so that's been the focus. And it's not all going to get corrected in one day. It's a process in that regard. You try to put out those fires each and every day. Something else comes. We always talk about it's about putting out little brush fires that pop up. You think something's good, you move on to another topic, and then eventually that thing, oh man, I got to put water back over there. So that's the goal, is to trying to eliminate the negative plays that hurt us, as much as just focusing on doing more of the good. The good will take care of itself. We need more neutral. If we can move negative plays to neutral plays, then we'll be in good shape.
Is there a common theme to any of the negative plays, or is it just kind of one thing here and there?
I think I had mentioned after that game, it was one play was one person, the next play was another person. It was everybody just took their turn raising their hand, right? And so mistakes are going to happen in a game, but not big mental mistakes. And obviously things get elevated, and they're seen by everybody when they happen on the outside edges, right? And so those guys don't have the ability. They don't have people to, I tell the D-line all the time, hey, listen, you pop a gap, you've got linebackers behind you, you've got DBs, and they get the ball down, and nobody thinks twice about it, right? If you're a DB and you get beat over the top, or, you're bad and you're with your eyes, there's nobody to make you right. You're calling out field goal block.
But you see those DBs respond to that, because kind of the first opportunity they got, so much time to flag for some of those mistakes. How they respond to that experience, I guess.
Yeah, I think they've done a nice job responding in the meeting room and then coming out to the practice field, but you just don't know, right, until they get another opportunity at it. And so, you got to have that short memory out there, and play the next play.
You had a couple guys in your defense pretty banged up after the Eastern Michigan game. Coming off the bye week now, do you feel like you've got a lot of your unit healthy again, ready to go for South Carolina?
Yeah, I think everybody in college football, that's sort of the nature of college football, is that it's going to ebb and flow in terms of how beat up you are. We are what we are, and I think our guys are ready to go. So, it's always good to have a bye week to heal up, if you've got some nagging injuries and stuff. So, hopefully we can come off and, have a lot of fire to us coming out. Obviously a great environment, and, it's a really good, talented offense with a lot of, capable people on the outside edges. Obviously the quarterback's an elite level player, and so huge challenge coming off a bye.
Brad, how important is just the interior rush this week with a guy like Sellers, and you want to contain him and not letting him get out and run?
Well, the whole rush is, not just the interior. You just said, if he gets out, that's a problem, right? And so the entire rush, both interior and exterior part of the rush, has to be in sync. They got to understand pocket depth. They got to understand where he is. And he does a really nice job in the pocket, feeling pressure. He'll slide. Some QBs just like to slide down. Some like to exit up over the top. He does both. Which is an extra challenge in that regard. So you can't just force him in a direction that he doesn't like to go. He doesn't mind going any which way. You obviously saw the throw on 3rd and 37 to his left. Everybody, make him go to his offhand. Throws an absolute dart that quarterbacks just standing flat-footed, with squared shoulders couldn't make. So. We got our hands full.
Speaking of him, Brian, I believe that was on his second career start when he came here last year. As you've studied film of him, where have you seen kind of the biggest growth since that game last year to now?
Yeah, I think you can see that there's control and command within the offense. Like anybody else at any position, the more reps you get, just the more comfortable you feel. And, system-wise, it's a system, even though they had to change a coordinator, it's a system that he's comfortable with, and you can see that. So, I mean, from a growth, there's a maturity to the way he operates. And again, you go back and you watch all his games last year, sort of from the beginning of the season all the way through, and the way he operates, the way he commands the 2-minute drill. He doesn't get flustered. Like, he seems very composed, in control of what he wants to get done, and that's why he led a couple of game-winning drives last year. In just the 2 minutes. I think you can learn a lot about a QB if you just watch his 2 minutes. Whether the guy gets flustered, if the moment's too big and it's not for him.
They struggled to run the ball against Missouri. What you've seen on that part of their offense, I assume they're anticipating them being better.
Yeah, absolutely. I was listening to ESPN radio a couple of days ago, and Coach Herm Edwards was on there, and they were asking him about like the NFL, and he was talking about, hey, listen, throw records out, right? It's about the best team on that day, every Sunday. So it's the same thing in the SEC. Every Saturday, sometimes a team may really struggle to run it one week, and everybody's like, oh, they can't do it. And then next week they rush for 250 or 300. We are very aware of how talented their running backs are scheme-wise. They can mix zone and gap scheme with their counters, and obviously then you throw Sellers in the QB run game. So at any moment that thing can explode. We're very aware of their capabilities, being able to run the football, and then obviously the talent they have at receiver and at tight end with Sellers at quarterback. They can really push the ball vertically.
Does their system put any kind of strain on a certain part of the defense that has to be on its game?
I think the quarterback helps put strain on the entire defense, right? Because if you play with fewer guys in the box to protect some of the deep shots, right? One, they can run the ball, but two, they can go with the QB run, and so now they've added an extra blocker into the run game, and so that can really be a problem. And then if you try to stop that, then it isolates the outside. And obviously, when you have guys like Nick Harbor that can be as big as he is and run as fast as he is, some guys are going to have to win some one-on-ones down the field. And so we've got to do a good job of playing complementary, not just offense, defense. We talk about complementary football, right? Offense, defense, special teams, but complementary defensively. We have to do a good job of front end coverage, front end, back end, doing a good job of helping each other and understanding, hey, listen, what play call that comes in, what we're trying to get done on that now. That they understand, okay, look, this call means, hey, we're trying to protect a shot. Hey, this call, man, you're on your own out there. We're trying to stop a run, and so we just got to be able to mix it up.
Couple more. Anybody else?
After that performance against Eastern Michigan that left you disappointed, how do you continue to instill confidence in your group, or do you not have to? Is that still up here?
Yeah, I don't think any team, especially this group, it was a diminishing of confidence. Like we've talked about it all year, is that, listen, this game is about confidence. Like you have to be confident when you step on the field. It doesn't mean you can't get criticized. It doesn't mean that if you can't take criticism, then you're not going to be able to play in our defense. And to a man, they would not be proud of the performance as a whole against Eastern Michigan. Again, was there plenty of plays that were really good? Heck yeah. There's about 63 of them. But there was about 7 or 8 that were just really disappointing. And we have to clean those up because those lose your ball games. And so you've got to be willing to take that criticism. And it can't always just be a pat on the back. Oh, man, because I don't want to hurt their feelings or lose their confidence. They better learn, hey, listen, I'm going to take criticism, but I'm still confident stepping back out on that football field.
Okay, folks, thanks. We got
every week's important for you, but does this week feel bigger with just how dangerous the return man has been this year? I think 3 touchdowns already, just with your preparation.
To be honest, not much. Not much has changed with my preparation. I've done the same thing I've always done. Last year we had I mean, every SEC returner is a top returner. Last year we had a bunch of guys that could play in the return position, and I'm preparing the same way I always do, hitting it high and far, making sure that our guys can get down there, make sure of a fair catch, and we're prepared very well. We're a super tight-knit punt group, and we're really excited for this preparation we've come through.
And to this point on your end, you feel like everything's clean, you're operating well going into the first road game, where I know things can get a little difficult with.
Oh yeah, our special teams group, especially the specialists ourselves, we're a tight-knit group, and we're super well prepared for this. We train unlike any others, and we're really excited for this.
You hear all the time going against coaches, they're a defensive coach, they're an offensive coach. It's got to be kind of interesting for you as a special teams guy going against a team like South Carolina who's like, they're a special teams coach. This is like what they really specialize in.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I enjoy that they take their special teams like they take it as an important factor, but we take it just as much, even more, I reckon. Our special teams here is super important to us, and I think we've shown it, and especially this year we're going to show it even more. Jacob and I, Alex is our snapper. We're all super dialed in for this year, and we're going to show that we're the best specialists in the country.
Strain does Norris put on your position?
He makes it hard because the best way to explain it is when you can add the quarterback into the run game, is obviously an extra body, so that's an extra body that we would have to put into the run game, and then the way he can extend plays is something that I don't really think gets talked about enough. I think if you watch that Missouri game, a lot of those plays were made because he found himself a lot more time. So yeah.
So how do you kind of adjust defensively to that?
Just understanding that what we're going up against, and no situation is going to be a situation where you're like, okay, we're going to do this and that's going to stop that. I think the best thing that we can do and that we've been really honing on is just playing hard and continuously doing the job that we need to get done.
How do you go back and kind of grade yourself through the first, say this has been the first quarter of the season, so to speak?
I don't know. That's not really my job. I think that, and that sounded rude. I didn't mean it in a rude way, but I don't really think about it. I think the biggest thing for me is to continue to be vocal, and I would say, a little bit of everything. I can work on everything to get better. Yeah.
All right.
Just what's the morale been like in the locker room heading to you guys' first road SEC game? I know we were here in Sandstorm out here and all that kind of stuff.
I think it's been a lot of fun for everybody. I'm just getting ready to get on the road and to get out of Kentucky. We love Kentucky obviously, but whenever you can get on the road, it just puts an extra chip on your shoulder. So I think that we're all excited for that. And then going to a place like South Carolina, me personally, I think it's probably my favorite stadium in the SEC. So I'm excited to go back.
Sandstorm helped you in getting prepared for South Carolina?
I think having 3 home games has been more helpful. Not saying that the noise here isn't helpful, but I think it's more for the offense because this is their first time really being able to experience a defensive sounding stadium, if that makes sense. So for us, having 3 home games back to back to back lets us know this is where we need to communicate better, and going into a stadium where they want to be quiet for the offense, I think it plays in our favor a lot.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Like you said, are you tired of that song?
And
the crowing and all that?
No. Just trying to get used to it, that's all. No, we gonna hear it all night.
You go to sleep and that's still kind of ringing?
Yeah, just a little bit. The offense here is a lot more, I feel like, because they want to be quiet for their offense, and that's just like how it is at every home place. But I definitely hear it over there while we practicing defense, so it's definitely in my head.
A couple of the guys yesterday talked about embracing going on the road, liking it, and because it's you guys against everybody else. Is that kind of how you look at it?
Yeah, no doubt. And on top of that, just going down there will be a great feeling. I've been hearing from a lot of the older guys, because this will be my first time going down to South Carolina, that it's just a great place to be in. It's a crazy environment, and on top of that, it's sold out. So we know it's going to be a great game, crazy game, and it's going to be a wonderful environment to play in.
Seems like you've gotten off to a fast start this year. How much did playing last year and getting some reps as a freshman help you kind of get going fast as a sophomore?
It helps you a lot because you can learn from the stuff you did last year, and then on top of that, I had great mentors in my room last year, such as Maxwell Harrison. You got J.Q. Hardaway that returned, and it's just great to have that experience to be there and then come back and learn from the stuff that I did last year.
Coach White spent most of his time talking with us about the quarterback spot for South Carolina. What kind of strain does he put on your position?
Well, yeah, he's a great player. It's shown all over tape. He can run the ball, he can throw the ball well, and we just got to do a great job of trying to contain him. But we know that it's going to be a fight with him because he's a great player.
What about the wide receivers out there? A couple of guys getting high praise and everything. It's like that every week. I know in the SEC.
Yeah, of course. That's really why you come to the SEC. You want to play really good ball, and so going down to South Carolina, they're gonna throw the ball to those guys, and they have a great quarterback to deliver the ball to them. They have very big guys that's gonna go up and get the ball. They're gonna run fast, and we just gotta do a great job executing Coach White's plan and just playing our style of football.